Right, it's the 30th of the 4th, 2024, and I've been intense burning all night from energy weapons caused by Matthew Honeysett, Jewel, or one of the other neighbours. We're not very bloody happy about it, because this has caused me to have to call 999 today. So I'm off to the hospital because of it. Right, so firstly we have breaking in, banging in sequence of threats that starts at that sort of time. So it'll just be 4. So we have the threats that said is Karen phoned the police, Justin. You raped Sadie Dando, said by one of the neighbours. Gunshot. Bonus loud bikes, which occurs 13 times. So hot, dead meat. Real name's not Justin, said. And then saying wasn't Reese that raped Grace. Intense burning. Again, in stages initially. Breaking in, you did do Sadie's by an owl. Neighbour says Tron fucking gone. Stirring trouble with Tron. Child rapist, lost your fucking brains. Fucking fruitcake. And then we have Tron lost your life, said. Burning occurs. Clive don't give a fuck. He's burning, said. That's the name of one of the staff workers, in fact. Everything gone, Tron, said. Dead, sick cunt, rape Grace, Waterman, said. Right, you're being fucking shot dead, said. Stop chasing Grace on the bus, Justin. Stab you with HIV, said. Beat him up, said. If he doesn't go down in a vicious fight, I'll take him out and smash his face apart with a knife, kick his fucking head around like a rugby ball. And then obviously after that, Tron is not stopping. Busting in, said. Tron's not stopping. He's going down to rape his somebody, saying he's not staying there. He's going down to rape that person. At the time that said, extreme burning increases, and then there's a 9 times loud bite time to erection, bell ringing, and other bits and pieces that have occurred here and there. Fucking government going fucking slam crazy with setups. Buggy down at me, drain covers it over, penis up 9 times, loud bite 2 times, sex car at me, black and blue sick white, rings lorry, Gregory lorry, sexual car, another load of black and fucking blue cars. Right, hitting the fucking drain covers for fuck, sick white, black and fucking blue, bucket van, BKT van, and hill van. Buggies push my way, government are going on one today. The wind changes direction in a clever way to angle a sneeze in my behind into my face. Right, so I'm currently in A&E, just for the documentary, to let you know what's going on, waiting to be seen. Right, I'm an ambulance person. He's a bloody hell. He's a child molester being stabbed with HIV needles, said. Sneezed over. Over 30 phone calls and over 150 texts while in A&E. Coughed over a sneeze over roughly 25 times in the last hour. 2 people being shot down. Another person says I'm being beat up. I also see someone I know actually. I'm alright with that person, so there's no problems there, but the other 2 that mentioned what I just said, I've never seen them before. Child molester Basherman later said while waiting for an appointment, it's more serious than I thought, this burning, and they did agree, or they did, to what the story I gave, they did say that yeah, it is coming from my place, whatever it is, it's not coming from anywhere else. They picked it up from my story, so I was quite surprised at that, because I didn't even look at that or think of that at the time. I just get the story from start to finish when this initially started occurring in the first few days of February. Right, so at the hospital, when I was there, they let me go, but they called the mental health team to speak to me. So they don't think there's anything wrong. They said if there is anything wrong initially, this is the foreign lady. She said, to the story you give, it appears to be coming from your place only, which is true. That's what I think. But after going in for a few visits, I was there 5 hours nearly. They decided to say that it's caused by schizophrenia, where you're seeing things in your head causing you to feel this burning sensation, saying that there's nothing wrong. When they put a band on you, on the arm, to test the blood pressure and the whatever else. But I can tell you now, this is definitely not caused by schizophrenia. There's definitely a proper feeling, but they don't see you later. And they were trying to contact the home treatment team from Minehead, not Minehead, from in the Yeovil, Glastonbury and Street area to come to see me to medicate me with the highest possible dosage of risperidone or antipsychotic drug like that, to see if it still continues if you're on the highest possible dosage. And then if it's on the highest possible dosage, they can have a rethink. But I'm not very happy about that, because if you take that medication it makes you very ill, and I drink beer, and you're not supposed to drink with that medication. So at the moment I've been on 2 milligrams. They put me on 15, and obviously at times I haven't taken it in the past, which I found out, but I didn't tell them until before I moved to Yeovil that this was the occurrence. But for the first 2 years nothing ever happened. It was not until January the 1st 2024, since I moved to Yeovil, this has ever occurred. There's a few incidents in 2023 here and there, but it's under 10. It's mostly eye issues, but it was not under 10 different incidents for that whole year. One included when the neighbour Mark came back, and he had to go back into hospital the next day, and that was in September 23. And so I was at my dad's obviously for 6 weeks, but the 2 days that I went to mine were very close to before I went back, and I'm wondering whether that slight burning issue that occurred on the day that I stayed at my dad's when I went to come back occurred was some form of cause from when I went to my place on those visits for an hour, but I do not know. But whatever it was a lot less burning in this, and this was just like a sensation where I consider it just to be a bit of high blood pressure or something like that. When I went back initially, it's been increasing and being done in a sly way, basically. So anyway, when I left the hospital, I had 3 threats, and I was being mistaken, Savannah, and I had a photo taken on me, and it turned out to be pretty nasty with some of the threats. And there's someone that was sitting outside in the hospital area, in the area, that was looking like he wanted to get out and fucking smash me for no reason, like someone had called him to sit there to go after me. That's just a possible theory, but that's unlikely to be the case. It's more likely he thinks I'm someone who wants to start trouble. Anyway, I went back, I fell asleep. I was banging the sequence to threats, and obviously there's been a couple of loud bike issues tied to erections. And now here I am, walking into a couple of rough people, going into Aldi's to do some shopping. After that sleep, I had quite a long sleep. I don't know what caused me to fall asleep, but I've got a bit of a headache as well, so obviously not a good day. Your Savannah child molester said when that's not my name. Back to the sheets, I forgot to mention that there's been about £200 in sequence to threats, and I noticed at the time this occurred was when Peter wasn't in the building, and then obviously tied to itchy private areas, loud bike, and also tied to erections. Your Savannah getting knifed tomorrow, said. Spit talking lands in my hair, lip and face at the checkout. Yellowy 6 sexual car. Choked by catalytic converter setup, and about 200 cars crossing the road, yellow sexual and something else. Whatever.